Very good evening and a warm welcome to our second edition of UBC News Tonight on this 23rd day of January 2025. I'm Lauryn Masika Kazimoto and my colleague in sign language interpretation, Muhammad Mugalu. We start off with our first headlining story this evening. President Museveni has reaffirmed the government's commitment to continue supporting Busoga sub-region in terms of infrastructure development and offering funds towards an inclusive empowerment of these areas. Now, Museveni has this evening addressed an expanded Busoga sub-regional leaders meeting in Mayuge district.
East to west, north to south, a section of leaders across the entire Busoga sub-region have convened in Mayuge district to interact with the President of Uganda. In what is dubbed as the presidential wealth creation visit, here leaders meet to deliberate on issues affecting their jurisdiction.
They can get under PDM, they can get money.
The section of ministers and technocrats from government come to brief leaders about the performance of government in line with service deliveries.
Program yoga, President Museveni yakawereza obuwumbi 22 miliyoni 408. Busoga sub-region has 4,013 primary schools. Out of that, 2,811 are privately owned and 1,202 are government-aided primary schools. Before our officers sit, may any of them tell us which school in which district has been renovated?
Angosha Primary School was constructed at a sum of 186 million.
For SFG, that is renovating and constructing 2 classroom blocks.
I'm going to request from my senior minister, we will come to Busoga and verify all these primary schools which have been constructed.
The leaders are therefore put at task to ensure there is total compliance to government programs.
Let's understand as government that we have 4 critical people who play critical role in terms of children's being at school. There's what we call a parent, there's what we call a teacher, there's what we call government, and then there's what we call a pupil or a student. So here we are. As government, if I ask you a question, isn't government doing its work in terms of sending salaries, paying teachers?
But again, politics couldn't miss at such gatherings, just like water and soda can't miss at any event. The President of Uganda, Museveni, has been the conference convener.
The President is the one who has invited us here under the theme. Thank you. Let's give him a louder hand clap.
Other matters of regional importance were presented by different leaders.
Gave us 1 ferry for Siguru Islands in Namayingo district, which was duly commissioned by you, sir. The 2 ferries of Bukungu and Buyende district have not been commissioned yet, and we request that the outstanding payment to the contractor be settled to facilitate the commissioning, Your Excellency.
Thereafter, the President was invited to address the leaders.
Uganda has got 40 million acres of land. If only 7 million people, each one with 1 acre, does like what Nyakana has done, and these others whom I'm showing you, would create 105 million jobs.
Museveni notes that with the return of peace and security in the country, the energy should be put on wealth creation.
We, the freedom fighters, have ensured peace.
Bo abalwanizi b'eddembe balese obutebenkevu ekyo bakitayirewo era kiriwo.
Which is what Captain Mukura was talking about. So once you have that, immediately, even if you have got this rough infrastructure, that Maram Road, start the preaching of the household incomes.
To the leaders, Museveni tasks them to wake up their communities and embrace development.
Now, therefore, you the leaders,
Kale imwe abakulembeze,
what you should really emphasize is the way, because you see wealth creation will reach every home.
Regarding the pledges made by government, Museveni reassured Busoga that although they have delayed, a thorough follow-up will be made and fulfilled in a short time. To the communities of Busoga, Museveni calls them to support the mass-line agenda of government of free education for all. Robert Nyango, UBC News.
Now, a higher proportion of 91.8% of candidates who sat the primary leaving examinations in 2024 passed. However, there was a drop in the number of candidates who obtained Division 1. Now, while releasing the results at State House Nakasero, the Minister of Education and Sports, Janet Museveni, encouraged UNEB to provide teachers with additional guidance and training to gain better understanding and appreciation of assessment of mastery of knowledge and skills.
Ministry of Education and Sports and Uganda National Examinations Board have released the 2024 primary leaving examinations that indicated a better performance of candidates compared to 2023. A total of 797,444 pupils registered for the examinations and 786,981 sat for the examinations from 10,463 centers, registering 1.3% absentees.
Into this issue and understand why a learner who has registered to sit PLE does not show up to sit these exams, even though it's on the decrease. But it's better we look out into this and know what makes these learners drop out at the last minute.
According to the results, boys performed better than girls, and although girls performed better in English language as always been the trend, boys outperformed them in other subjects.
Mastery of knowledge and skills provides a better appreciation of the extent to which the learner has been able to gain in-depth knowledge in the given subject, how to apply the knowledge and analyze information in order to solve problems in environments that they are familiar with and in new situations as well. Therefore, I encourage UNEB to provide teachers with additional guidance and training so that they gain a better understanding and appreciation of the assessment of mastery of knowledge and skills, and how they can use this approach to tailor individual attention to learners who may be struggling in one or more areas.
Performance according to proficiency level indicates that less than 20% of the candidates exhibited higher ability in any of the subjects.
That 17.4% of our candidates in mathematics were in the high ability level, 17.0 in English, and 14.3 in integrated science, and 14.7 in social studies with religious education.
Overall, at grade 8 and above, candidates performed better in social studies and integrated science and mathematics. There was an overall drop in performance in English compared to 2023. The Executive Director, UNEB, Dan Odong, says performance by district indicated that there are some that are persistently having candidates in Division U.
You will see on page 1, Alebtong with 22.4, you see Bulambuli with 26.1, Butebo with 21.1.
Uganda National Examinations Board has a total of 68 suspects who have so far been arrested over their involvement in examination malpractice.
Major form encountered this year has been teachers found inside examination rooms actually writing answers for candidates to copy. As such, many arrests have been made and convictions have been secured.
UNEB has revealed another type of malpractice and fraud where some schools are registering children without educational needs under special needs learners. I'm Nafka Farida and Abdunasir Wama in Kampala.
The 2024 primary leaving examination results have been received with varying emotions, but most of joy at several schools whose learners performed exceptionally well. We have the details.
Dream Africa School, Mbalwa, The institution had 101 first grade and 19 second grades, which reflect hard work, commitment and dedication.
We are indeed excited about this result. So 101 first divisions is no mean feat. You know, it is always challenging, you know, to take up children from P1 and bring them to P7, and the dynamics of the examination is changing every day. So delivering that result is indeed a proud moment for us as a network, which is very nascent, very new. We are competing with the best schools. You know, we are just new schools, right? And we are competing with the best schools. It is very exciting. Kudos to our teachers who have done a fantastic job, our parents who have always supported us, and of course our children, our beautiful children. They have worked so hard and they have got these results. We are very proud of them.
Indeed, it's a delighted moment for each one of us. Dream Africa School from last 10 years is known for its excellence in terms of academics, and every year we are showing our best. So this year, as you have heard, that again we have shown a good results, and these results are now in front of everyone. So we are very happy, we are delighted, and as this is the enrollment season, we want all our parents to look for nearest Dream Africa schools and come for the enrollments.
This success at a school that is new in the country augurs well for the administrators that promise holistic education to ensure Ugandans compete ably on the global market.
In the efforts that we put. We are very affordable schools, by the way. We are not expensive schools, very affordable schools. Compared to many of our peers, we are very affordable. We ensure that the teachers are ready for the classrooms, they prepare before they go in. There is a mechanism of observation of teachers, and we demand accountability, right? And also we are very transparent in our working, and setting expectations with the parents is also important.
In Mukono district, schools are also in jubilation after their students performed well in last year's primary leaving examinations. At Jit Nursery and Primary School, Namawojolo, the director, Mohammed Mukwaya, says their performance is attributed to good relationship with teachers and the provision of land titles to the best teachers as a reward.
Today they have released the PWD results for 2024. And we have happened that we have got 131 first grades and 15 have managed to pass in second grade. And we thank the parents for entrusting us with their children. We want to thank teachers who are doing this and performing the role and performing. I want to appeal also parents who are willing to bring their children, that the place is open and plus we are ready to teach their children.
My name is Adrawiccia. I'm from Jit Primary School and I got aggregate 4. I would like to thank my parents who made me reach this day, my teachers, directors, everybody. I would like to be an ophthalmologist when I grow up.
At Nagalama Junior School, the students could not hide their joy.
I got 6 aggregates this year. I'm willing to thank the head teachers, the directors, and all the teachers that taught us last year.
I scored aggregate 5 while studying from Nagalama Junior School. Also, I want to thank our teachers who were there for us in all the situations and taught us continuously.
I thank my parents who have paid for me school fees in time and who have bought for me all my school requirements.
The head teacher of this school, Ronald Mujagaya, says dedication to God and commitment has made them great.
Nagalama Junior School, as far as last year's PLE is concerned, we performed well. We had 56 children. 51 they got first grade and 5 children got a second grade. In Nagalama Junior School, what made us to produce good results? Basically, the competent teachers. The competence in teachers enabled the children to produce very good results.
At St. Agnes Girls Nagalama, teachers were so excited about receiving the results.
My name is Nagawa Edith Wambuzi, the deputy head teacher of St. Agnes Catholic Girls Boarding Primary School, Nagalama. We are just excited. We thank God. All our girls have passed and performed excellently. We had 130 girls who searched for PLE 2024. 110 girls have got first grade. The rest have been in the second grade. We just excited. First and foremost, ladies and gentlemen, we thank God. Our God is a living God. We thank him. He has made us happy. We are just excited. We don't even know what to do. We don't even know what to say. But what we know at St. Agnes here, our teachers are committed. And on top of that, the school administration, our headmistress, is a workaholic lady.
The Oasis schools in West Nile took to celebrations as the pupils excelled. Oasis Main produced 47 first grades out of 50 pupils, whereas Golden Brain Primary in Koboko got 27 first grades from its 40 candidates.
I had 50 candidates. Out of the 50 candidates, 47 passed in Division 1, 2 in Division 2, and 1 in Division X. One person obtained aggregate 5, who is a boy, and the best girl got aggregate 6. But I want to briefly say that our fear of the Lord is one of the factors that makes us to achieve this kind of result. Our commitment towards success is also another factor.
My name is Nafia Hafifa. I sat my PL in Oasis main campus. I scored aggregate 6. I feel very happy for getting aggregate 6, but I wanted to get aggregate 4.
We registered 40 children in P7 2024. Out of the 40 children, we gave 27 in first grade, and the 13 of them were able to make it in second grade.
At Lufuka Islamic Primary School Ndeje, which is located in Machindye, Sabagabo, the head teacher, Umar Dimba, attributed their success to the zeal exhibited by teachers, parents and learners.
Both the theology and the secular studies. We do those two areas concurrently, and we have excelled in both areas, theology and the secular, by reflecting the results got every year. That is an evidence. It's due to determination of the both parties, the parents and the teachers. We work as a team. We always hold meetings, seminars. Teachers are always given the requirements on time. They do teaching and follow the syllabus as well.
Meanwhile, at St. Anthony Nursery and Primary School Mutungo in Nakawa Division, a total of 41 candidates sat, with 15 scoring in First Division and the rest in Second Division.
My name is Nachigo Stendo. I thank God for getting a first grade, my parents and all our teachers.
Peter Odere, the school's director of studies, together with some of the jubilant candidates, shared their joy.
Excited that our results are so excellent. Here we had 41 learners. 15 of them managed to score super first grade. 26 managed to score second grade. We never had third grade and fourth grade. Scored 5 aggregates with the Sempala Habat. The second one got 60.
Habat Sempida and Tendo Nachik. At Ridgeway Schools Kazo and Matuga campuses, they celebrated the good results.
Bongo Shaban Kato, the principal of Regional Grammar Schools. We are indeed grateful to the Almighty God for this fantastic performance that has been exhibited in the primary living examinations of 2024. It is now a trend. Even last year, it was the performance was extremely very good.
I got an aggregate and I am proud of them. Regional Grammar School, Green Campus, Matuga has a very good teaching staff.
In the same way, pupils of Toto Ndiwulira Primary School, Mbalwa, have joined their principal, Mujere Emmanuel Johnson, to thank the Lord for making the school shine in academics and co-curriculum activities.
This is a very great school. It has good teachers who nurture and teach us a lot of things. They take care of us and they encourage us in everything we do.
I want to thank the school for what they have done for me. I thank them for my aggregates. I got 11 aggregates. I want to thank the school, the teachers, and the Almighty God.
God is our teacher in everything, and for whatever we do, we first trust in Him. Now, plus the team we are having, plus all the production factors, plus the environment, I want to tell you, Toto is only destined for success.
At Chite's Junior School, Chadondo County, Wakiso District, the director, Saku Ronald, was overjoyed by the performance the pupils put across and promised to go ahead with such results.
Chite's Junior School, where you bring your child and they rest assured that passing is normal. Yes. We don't indulge ourselves into malpractice. So I thank my teachers, our parents, and the district officials at large.
The headmaster of the school, Buyinza Godfrey, attributed the good results to better working relationship with the parents.
At the achievement of our candidates 2024, we had 67 candidates and all of them have passed.
Chira Church of Uganda Primary also joined the rest of the country to show joy upon the success in 2024 PLE results released today.
The Lord has blessed us with 33 first grades, 69 second grades, and only 13 third grades. We praise God for the year 2024. This is the year that we clocked 100 years as Chira Church of Uganda Primary School. Praise God.
The results have come back today. I have got 10 aggregates and I thank God for that. I also thank God for this school because if it wasn't this school, I wouldn't get that I wouldn't get those
In Lira, celebrations were evident in the city with some of the schools like Davina Junior School taking to the streets to celebrate the hard-earned results.
7 and I won 11 people. Can you imagine? And my dad is going to be really happy.
I knew I was going to pass because the way our teachers were teaching us, it was great.
We had 154 candidates who sat for PLE, and out of 154, we managed to get 153 in Division 1, one child in Division 2 with the 13 aggregates.
By the time we arrived at the
As you can see from all the happy faces, it has been celebration after celebration. Now, it doesn't stop there. Well, it has also been happiness, joy and excitement among parents, pupils and the teaching staff at Kampala City Grammar Nursery and Primary School in Mutundwe after receiving the good news of the 2024 PLE results released today. Take a look.
The school, the continuing pupils, 2025 aspiring candidates, and teachers were filled with great excitement upon receiving the news of the excellent performance in the 2024 results released today. They were later joined by the successful candidates of the 2024 Premier Leaving Examinations, who were welcomed with a great crowd that congratulated them on this milestone achieved. Out of the 32 pupils who sat for the examinations, 16 passed in the first grade and 16 in the second grade. Some of the pupils we spoke to scored 4, 5 and 6 aggregates among other impressive marks. They attributed their success to a variety of factors.
Thank God for my performance and for everything I have. I thank the teachers and my parents for paying school fees. I thank my teachers, my parents who have briefed me up to this day when my results are back. And I also thank my friends who have been there for me. Thank
God for that. And I also thank my teachers who have been guiding, teaching.
and my parents have been paying for me school fees. I would like to become a pilot.
The school's headmaster, Francis Senabulia, thanked God for his grace and guidance, alongside the strong working relationship among the teachers.
We are very, very happy that these children were able to make it. They are very hardworking. We want to appreciate the parents because they are very supportive. We want to appreciate the management of the school, the proprietors of the school, because they have all been very supportive in this venture of making sure that we get these very good results.
Senabulia advised the candidates who have advanced to secondary school to focus on their education.
They should continue working very hard. There is nothing that pays than minding their studies, behaving very well, making sure that they are themselves. They should not pretend, they should not be in company of bad groups.
As a token of appreciation, the school's management gifted the 2024 candidates with the 2 goats, and by press time they were in high spirits ready to roast them.
I got 4 aggregates and I thank God and my teachers for this achievement. I'm a former candidate of Landmark Junior Schools and I got 4 aggregates and I take this opportunity to thank God and my teachers. I'm a former candidate of Landmark Junior Schools and I got 4 aggregates and I thank God. Dale Sekaponi, and I'm the deputy teacher at Landmark Junior Schools. I want to thank the Lord that both our schools, Landmark Zana and Landmark Sente, performed extremely well in last year's PLD. All our children performed well and they got first grades between 4 aggregates and 8 aggregates. I want to thank the Lord for the effort and I want to thank the teachers for the effort. Thank you very much.
Meanwhile, at Uganda Matters Junior Boys School near Miryango, 280 pupils scored first grade out of the 209 who sat for the examinations, with only 1 passing in grade 2 with 13 aggregates. The school's deputy headmaster, Christopher Sebwana, attributed the performance to thorough preparations and strong cooperation between parents, teachers and pupils. At Faith Junior School Lugazi, all 18 candidates passed in first grade. The school's director, Madam Masa Subi, and the principal shared their joy and outlined their achievements. A similar celebration was observed at Equality Junior School, where all their students achieved first grade results. All Saints Junior School Namataba also celebrated significant success, with 60 out of the 88 pupils achieving first grade, 21 earning second grade, and 6 securing third grade.
A very big congratulations to all the P7 candidates who sat for their PLE last year. We wish you the very best in your education journey. Now, away from the PLE results, residents of Karujubu Division, Masindi Municipality have thanked government for the transformative PDM funds. However, the outbreak of swine fever which attacked their piggery projects has made many count losses. They had an engagement over the subject matter with the Minister of State for Children and Youth Affairs, Balam Barogahara, who is on a PDM assessment tour in Masindi district. We have more.
PDM here is impactful. I want to thank the DPC and the RDC and all the other people.
Minister Balam held 4 rallies in areas of Chinogozi, Charugangala, Karujubu, among others.
We started our PDM assessment tour. We in Kinogozi village, Kinogozi A and B, and then we moved to Karujubu. Karujubu also had 2 cells. Then now this evening we are concluding our day 2 tour in Bunyoro, in Charugangara. Charugangara is a special village. It neighbors the Budongo forest. It is the farthest village of the municipality.
Katrinde Jovelet from Chinogozi Karajubu Division, Masindi Municipality, was given 1 million PDM funds and bought 4 pigs. Upon getting pregnant, they got a strange disease, and in 1 week, they all died. She was expecting 2 million Uganda shillings, but it's now history.
Majority of these PDM beneficiaries have invested their money in poultry, livestock, among others.
Sente za PDM kaifuna, bonyafunire, nyagura empunu ina, empunu nambali zibaire zikire okutwara enda, nizigenda okuzara. Ati empunu zikagumya gatayimu amekirwaire.
The story is not different from Ahumuza Patrick, a resident of Chinogozi B. Ahumuza got 1 million Uganda shillings of PDM and invested in bigger projects too. He lost all the 9 pigs to swine fever. He's now pondering his next move since he can't afford refunding the money.
I got PDM money was 1 million. And I bought pigs. I started a piggery project, of which I bought 4 pigs, and later they produced. I had reached to 9 pigs. Now I got a problem where all the 9 pigs got a disease which called the swine fever, and they all died. Now I don't have anything.
The swine fever is not treatable or immunized. They are still looking for a solution to the swine fever. The guidance and advice from technical people from the vet is the advising the Banyoro who have pig farms to avoid going to bars and the pig pork point to eat pork, and then after they get to leftovers and bring to their farms.
Right now, because they say we learn from experience, since I've lost the 9, if I get another chance, I can be able to sustain them.
The residents told Balam that theft of PDM livestock is also on the rise in the area. Disturbingly, many sales are not selectively allocating the 30% PDM money meant for the youth, instead are generalizing them. Karajubu Division has got only 2 policemen, a reality check that exacerbates theft of PDM projects. Minister Balam also appealed to residents not to cut Budongo forest, since it plays a crucial role in rain formation.
Then I'm also appealing to the community not to cut down Budongo forest. Let them preserve Budongo forest as the catchment area for the rain in this area.
Throughout the areas visited, there are very loud calls of PDM funds increment to quickly reach everyone. Crispus Arinitwe here in Masinde Municipality.
Crispus Arinitwe. Now, President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni has urged the Church of Uganda to emanate God's goodness by doing great services and staying on course. The President's message was delivered on his behalf by the Minister of Energy and Mineral Development, Canon Dr. Ruth Nankabirwa, at the Thanksgiving prayer service held at the new All Saints Church Nakasero for the completion of a 60 billion debt for the construction of Church House.
It was a moment of joy amidst worship and singing hymns of praise at the new All Saints Cathedral Nakasero, as the serving and retired bishops in the Church of Uganda and prominent people gathered to celebrate the victorious journey. That is so the Church of Uganda clearly settled the 60 billion shillings debt for the construction of the church house.
Care of our economy. May the Lord take care of all our challenges.
The Thanksgiving prayer service was led by the retired Bishop of Bunyoro Chitara Diocese, Right Bishop Nathan Chamanyo Ateng, who attributed the project's progress to God's intercession and guidance.
Where he says, unless the Lord builds the house, its builders labor in vain. God raised many people to embrace the idea and worked hard, diligently, and as a team to bring it to fruition. God provided the required resources to transform the idea into reality.
President Museveni, in his message conveyed by Canon Dr. Ruth Nankabira, urged the Church of Uganda to imitate God's goodness, stay focused and remain at course and consistent in administering to the congregation.
He told me to remind you to imitate God's goodness by doing good. And God was a chief planner. He knew he will create his creation, his plan for creation in 7 days.
On her own behalf, Canon Dr. Ruth Nankabira called on the Church of Uganda to maintain and keep the partnerships for future projects.
To utilize partnerships. We have to pull through projects. You mentioned the people you have invited, Your Grace. These are critical. They are strategic people. You mentioned the manufacturers. You mentioned Abasus, Abomuchikubo. You mentioned all of them. They will continue kupambana, kuiriba.
The idea for the construction of the church house, which was commissioned in 2018, was conceived in 1965. The Archbishop of the Church of Uganda, His Grace Dr. Stephen Samuel Kazimba Mugalu, lauded President Museveni for his contribution of settling the interest rate to the debt that had accumulated to 22 billion shillings.
When I approached His Excellency, I said, if you had paid us around this time, we would have cleared the debt. Yeah. And he said, now, Your Excellency, I want to invite you to clear this interest. Because you are the one who caused it. You didn't pay us. Then he called the minister, Honorable Kasaiza, is this true? And he said, yes. So the president helped us and they paid us that interest which had accumulated of 22 billions.
The Janani Rumu Church House building will always remain a beacon of hope.
The Janani Rumu Church House is no longer just a vision. It is a reality. Free of debt, standing tall in the heart of Kampala.
The Thanksgiving ceremony was attended by bishops of the Church of Uganda, the Minister of State for Finance and Planning Amos Lugolobi, the Commissioner of Prisons John Byabasaija, Canon Jacqueline Mbabazi, Church commissioners among other dignitaries.
Many years ago, I walked the corridors of this incredible school for 6 years, and I'm glad to be back to Mengo Senior School to give out some school fees. Come with me. Wetwakubidde nti owangudde school fees wawulidde otya?
Nawulidde essanyu, naturally nawulidde essanyu ery'amaanyi, yawali surprise y'amaanyi nga sikisuubira, ne ndowoozaamu oba si bituufu naye nga really mukyala n'ayogera mu kisanga nga kirabika bituufu. Yes.
Pay school fees with Momo right now.
Here's your chance to win school fees for your child for a whole year. Just pay school fees using Momo. Dial *165 *80 hash. Select option 2 for school pay. Select option 1 to pay school fees. Enter the student number and amount and approve the transaction. You will now enter the draw to win school fees for your child for a whole year.
It's our mission to secure your money.
Protecting your money is as important as earning it. It is for this reason that the Deposit Protection Fund of Uganda, DPF, was established by the Government of Uganda to provide deposit protection to customers of regulated financial institutions. In the unlikely event that your commercial bank, credit institution or microfinance deposit-taking institution fails, the DPF will pay you up to 10 million Uganda shillings. Keep your personal information such as national identification number, mobile phone, or an alternative bank account updated with your banker. Terms and conditions apply. For more information, contact DPF at Aha Towers, Plot 7 Lodell Road, Kampala. Call 0312-206-400 or visit our website at www.dpf.or.ug.
Welcome back from that break. We're glad that you're still with us here in UBC News Tonight. Now, in more news this evening, the West Nile Parliamentary Caucus, led by Chairman Godfrey Feta, has called on refugee implementing and development partners to ensure that resources allocated to refugee camps also benefit host communities. The MPs argue that the one-sided assistance has contributed to increased crime and conflicts in refugee hosting areas. The caucus raised these concerns during a meeting with a European Union delegation at Parliament, where the delegation introduced a project aimed at promoting environmental conservation in refugee hosting communities.
The meeting, West Nile MPs highlighted the challenges faced by communities hosting refugees.
The issue of road infrastructure should be a very key agenda to you, because as we host the refugee agencies may not be able to stay in the camps.
The MPs noted that the growing refugee population in camps has drawn sufficient resources from implementing partners, but these resources primarily benefit the refugees. This disparity, according to the MPs, has increased crime rates and tensions between refugees and host communities.
Has impacted on the service delivery by our people, our civil servants, the people we employ. And they could not be able to really serve the refugee population very well.
Putting host community into commercial production, how can we put them that in this area? They have land. Why don't we do bulking? Why don't we do a farm for the host community so that they produce food for the refugees? Because even if you give them money, they'll have nowhere to buy. Therefore, it is important that we empower the host communities who have land.
The camps have seen improved health facilities and schools, but host communities have not equally benefited from such developments. Some members of parliament in the caucus also urged support for accessing funding to develop industrial parks in the region as a way to combat unemployment in hosting districts.
Huge market potentials locally, regionally, nationally, and internationally, especially in the DRC Congo, Central African Republic, and the Republic of South Sudan, amongst others. What we need is linking West Nile to these strategic markets for us to be able to benefit from the East African community markets, the African continental trade markets.
The EU delegation assured the MPs that their concerns would be addressed. They introduced a new project set to commence in the refugee camps of Yumbe and Adjumani. This project aims to conserve the environment by introducing improved cooking technology within the camps.
Next week, and this is of course very, very good for our preparation before we go there. We also listened to what you said about next time that we should actually bring you. I think that's duly noted.
Lydia Chomkama and Gloria Gutavinji, Parliament.
A high-level Uganda People's Defense Forces delegation led by Major General James Birungi, Chief of Defense Intelligence and Security, toured key Algerian military installations as part of efforts to strengthen military cooperation between Uganda and Algeria. Representing the CDF, General Muhoozi Kainerugaba, the delegation visited strategic facilities, including the Higher Warfare College, the Staff and Command School, and the clothing and bedding establishment specializing in military manufacturing. Major General Birungi, accompanied by senior UPDF officers, Major General Bob Ojiki, Joint Chief of Staff for Policy and Strategy, and Major General Keith Katunji, Commander of the 5th Division Infantry, engaged in discussions with top Algerian generals. The visit highlights a growing military diplomacy between the two nations, focused on enhancing regional security and fostering strategic partnerships. The Ministry of Health has received 35 stream on-site chlorine generating devices to be supplied to selected health facilities to help in infection prevention. The on-site chlorine generating devices use salt and distilled water or rainwater to make 0.5% ready-to-use chlorine. We have the details.
In health facilities is key in order to reduce the risk of spreading infections from patients to health workers or from health workers to patients. Traditionally, health facilities use disinfectants like Jik to address infection prevention and control. Now, they add devices for on-site chlorine generation with the aim of increasing access and availability of disinfectants in healthcare facilities.
One equipment can be able to generate 40 liters of chlorine every day, which you can be able to use. It's cost-effective, is able to address, to prevent infection, address the aspect of health, prevention of infections, which is definitely protects the patient, but also protects the health workers from what? Infection.
The Ministry of Health Department of Clinical Services has received 35 on-site chlorine generating devices from Perth with support from Conrad Hilton Foundation. The devices will be supplied to selected health facilities to address issues of infection prevention and control.
Landmark point where we have provided 35 additional devices to the ones that we started to be deployed mainly at hospitals and health center fours. After this event, the devices will be deployed in the 11 districts across the 35 sites.
And this machine produces ready-to-use chlorine 0.5%, which you use in cleaning surfaces, cleaning clothing.
These on-site chlorine generating devices use salt and distilled water or rainwater to make 0.5% ready-to-use chlorine.
So you dissolve 300 grams of salt into 20 liters of water, and then you connect 2 tubes to the device, 1 tube to the bucket and another one to the jerry can. And then once you switch it on, the device, then it will start the process of making the hypochlorite.
Medical device innovations like stream on-site chlorine generating devices play a critical role in improving the provision of healthcare services. Helen Barbara Gisamba and Adiana Kuti for EBC.
All right, now the Deputy Speaker of Parliament, Thomas Tayebwa, has tasked the Parliamentary Committee on Human Rights to investigate the claimed abuse of the rights of Dr. Kizza Besigye, who is currently detained at Luzira prison. Now, the MP cite that Besigye is denied, among others, the right to food and visitors, adding that it poses health challenges to the former president of the Forum for Democratic Change political party. Now, as the House awaits the report of the Attorney General and Minister of Internal Affairs on the matter, the Deputy Speaker Tayebwa, during the Thursday plenary session, asked that the Human Rights Committee visit Luzira to ascertain the situation. Dr. Kizza Besigye and Obed Lutale are facing numerous charges in the court-martial since last year.
send their committee, and then CEO of Dr. Besige has come here many times. Pictures of Besige looking frail, sickly, are awash in the media and out there. And therefore, as Parliament, we need to be seen to do something, to take a decision on this issue.
Mwijuchi has been to Luzira as a political prisoner. I have been to Luzira as a political prisoner. Semuju there has been to prison as a political prisoner. A good number of us this side, I have been there as political prisoners. What is happening now in Luzira of subjecting Dr. Besige to cage discussion? You are this way, there is a cage, is that side, is completely alien in Luzira. Anybody who has been there knows.
Honorable Speaker, are we waiting for you to announce to us that Dr. Kizza Besigye, former, because he was in the Constituent Assembly, former minister and all these different things, then you tell us to stand up, observe a moment of silence, to pay tribute to him? Are we waiting for that?
Many of you, one by one, you will find yourself in prison.
You can sit here comfortably because they are talking about Besigye, his opposition.
We gave an assignment to the Attorney General and Finance on NDP4, and their meeting was today. He briefed me because they have issues which we raised here that must be concluded upon. It's the Deputy Attorney General who has sent to meet the President over some matters. So what I'm going to do, since they are coming on Tuesday to present a statement with regard to what Honorable Atkins was talking about yesterday, I have consulted with the Chairperson Committee on Human Rights. Let the Committee on Human Rights go visit Dr. Besige tomorrow, okay? And they make a report which should come on Tuesday, so that once we are debating the statement from government, we also debate a statement, the report. For now, yes, let us send the committee.
Now, Ugandans in the informal sector have been encouraged to embrace a culture of saving by joint savings and credit cooperatives, also known as SACCOs, citing both social and economic benefits. This call comes as the Ugandan National Markets Union launches a savings scheme targeting older vendors in markets, providing them with a financial safety net. Now, the remarks were made during the annual general meeting of the Namasuba Market Cooperatives Savings and Credit Society Limited in Kampala.
Many Ugandans in the informal sector depend on daily earnings to meet household needs, leaving little room for future or retirement savings. While some individuals have successfully joined SACCOs, others have experienced financial setbacks due to mismanagement and poor leadership.
SACCOs are not ordinary associations. They are actually banks. So running a bank requires somebody who is qualified enough actually to run a bank.
In addressing these challenges, the Uganda Market Union, in collaboration with the Uganda Legislative Benefits Authority, UBRA, has introduced the National Informal Workers Social Protection Scheme. This initiative aims to assist informal sector workers in saving for old age and emergencies.
In fact, according to some of the items that the scheme has, we have the insurance package, where we are going to help our people under different risks. For example, through death, people get sick, people are hospitalized. We hope that these people who are going to affiliate the scheme, they shall be given some money according to their savings.
Bayingire mu skimu eyo olw'ensonga nti kijja bayamba mu myaka gyabwe egy'obukadde nga olaba mu NSSF wekiba.
Experts emphasize the need to increase SACCO membership and shareholding to boost their financial capacity and ensure sustainable growth in savings.
There are hindrances related to membership growth and share capital growth. Getting them to have a saving plan, at least when everybody can have a portion of saving, at least every day, weekly or monthly, so that membership growth is attained, share capital is attained, and they have good saving habits.
This was arrived at during the Namasuba Market SACCO annual general meeting in Kampala, where the cooperative highlighted its major achievements over the past year.
We registered around 90 members last year who have managed to save with us. Being that our SACCO was based only on savings and giving out loans to our people, we have managed to give out so many loans to our clients.
Participants also underscored the importance of equipping SACCO and cooperative operators with the necessary training and skills to provide effective services to members.
We who are forming SACCOs, how educated are we? Because the policies that run these SACCOs come from us, and even the management that run these SACCOs come from us. So the idea of human resource, somebody who is seated in one office and performing those duties of the technical staff, must be somebody who is qualified enough to handle some of those issues.
With the current membership of over 500, Namasuba Market SACCO remains optimistic about its potential for further growth in the upcoming financial year. Rebecca Nantongo, UBC News.
All right, UBC News Tonight takes a very short break. We return with more stories after these messages.
Chitante chavaawa
kati waliwo omusajja yattanga ente yasooka zitomeranga ne baga atomera ntomere kati ne bateekerawo ddala lufula ne bayitawo kittante
nga wooli
asaliwo bindi mu matu muno.
Amannya bampita Abdul Halim Muhammad, muzadde wa Muhammad Chitante Primary School. Nkozesa MTN momo okusasula school fees kubanga kyangu nnyo gikozesa singa ugenda mu banka nosimba line ne kusumbuwa. Abazadde mbagamba okozesa momo pay kubanga abantu bonna kati tugenda kuwangula ffenna tuli mu MTN tuwangule ffenna.
Kiwedde
owuli
mulondo omuwulidde omwami nze mbadde manyirira abakyala bokka
n'abaami ate
bwekikwatagana ku muzadde.
School fees ezo *165 *80 hash.
Here's your chance to win school fees for your child for a whole year. Just pay school fees using Momo. Dial *165 *80 hash. Select option 2 for school pay. Select option 1 to pay school fees. Enter the student number and amount and approve the transaction. You are now entered a draw to win school fees for your child for a whole year.
According to the Uganda Bureau of Statistics Census Report of 2016, in Uganda, 12.4% of the population, about 4.5 million, live with a disability. Limited access to ICT and assistive technologies increases digital disparities, prompting UCOSAF's aim to promote digital inclusiveness for persons with disabilities. The ICT for People with Disability program aims to improve the accessibility of education and technology for persons with disabilities and promote their full and effective participation in society. UCOSA is implementing this program through the creation and maintenance of an online observatory for persons with disabilities intended to link persons with disabilities with service providers and different programs that empower them, and provision of adaptive tools that enhance their quality of life through ICTs and digital skilling.
Government of Uganda presents Post Buses in Uganda, operated by Posta Uganda. We specialize in professional transport, courier and vehicle hire services across Uganda. Our routes include Kampala Masaka Mbarara Kabale Chisoro, Kampala Mukono Jinja Mbale via Tirinyi Road Soroti Lira, and Kampala Luero Kamudini Gulu Kitgum. Our main offices are located at the Post Office Head Office on Kampala Road, with booking services available at counters 23 and 24 at the General Post Office. You can also book at designated district post offices along our routes. For inquiries or bookings, please contact us on 0751 684 184. Posta Uganda. We deliver trust.
Welcome back from that break, and now into the business scene. Beneficiaries of the Supporting Juakali Enterprises to Transition into the Formal Economy Sente program in Teso sub-region are expressing frustration with politicians, particularly members of parliament, who they claim are interfering with their businesses. Now, the Sente program, launched in 2018, aims at boosting job growth, labor productivity and transition in the informal sector to the formal economy.
During a recent joint performance monitoring exercise, beneficiaries voiced dissatisfaction with politicians who claim to represent their constituencies. Stella Apollo Isodo, spokesperson of Teso Parliamentary Group, acknowledged that politicians offer services to local people but emphasized the need for the government to conduct needs assessments before implementing programs.
So people are now thinking that this business of chairs, that it is for free, because politicians bring their chairs and tents for free and transport for free. So when they come to us, they opt still that it is for free, and yet it is not for free. That is a very big challenge which we actually facing.
Despite its progress, the program faces challenges, including initial lack of needs assessment. Bernard Amliet, the Assistant Commissioner in charge of Labor Inspection, admitted that the ministry did not conduct needs assessments initially, but provided equipment and toolkits based on the needs of the people.
Not do the needs assessment initially, but the toolkits, the equipment that we gave were based on the needs of the people. There's a standard form that the people fill.
In contrast, beneficiaries in Kampala commended the government for introducing programs like Sente, which improve their livelihoods. However, they appealed for more funding and long-lasting equipment to expand their businesses.
We request the Minister of Gender and His Excellency the President to give us more funding so that we reach to very many people.
As a government, okutwongeramu amaanyi era nga tukyalina obwetaavu mu mirimu gyaffe olw'okuba tetulina mashini ezimala okwangulira emirimu gyaffe. Ekyokera ddala twagala heavy compressor machine kubanga abaana bafuuyira, tulinawo abaana ba trainee, ne tubeerawo n'abaana ba drop out of school, ne tubeera n'abantu
formal and modernized economy.
To date,
to the world of sports, as the 2025-26 Nile Special Rugby Premiership gears up for this weekend, with both men's and women's teams lock horns for the top flight on the Premiership table. Nile Special has reaffirmed her commitment to continue supporting the Premiership. Adurando, Nile Special Managing Director, asserted that his company committed to ensuring that the game of rugby is nurtured from the grassroots, as he explains.
Senior Sevens team and the Sevens Senior Women's team, University League, Uganda Cup and the Rugby Annual Dinner are some of the events that Now Special will be at center stage to support. Adurado, the Now Special Managing Director, says rugby is a fast-growing sport and it's his company's corporate social responsibility to ensure the sport expands its fan base through different partnerships.
We at Nile Breweries, we believe in long-term commitment. We believe in long-term goals and consistent growth. And we've seen the outstanding work done by the Rugby Union in developing the sport in the last years. We've been already a partner of Rugby Uganda for 16 years now. And we're looking forward to continuing the partnership and understanding how to continue to develop and further elevate rugby across the country. So we're very excited. And we're ready to continue to commit for the long haul.
Godwin Kayangwe, Uganda Rugby Union President, applauded Now Special for its committed partnership with the sport, from building talent to enhancing competitiveness of national teams and regional clubs.
Of what you've been seeing in the past few years, it's basically the same contract which elapses in 2025, the big contract which has all the properties, but the league, particularly the league, had expired, because if you remember, we had signed the league a year before we signed this contract, so it was in this contract running 3 years. So the advice is we renew it and then they all expire at the same time, and we negotiate a master contract at the same time.
Heathens, pirates, cobs, buffaloes, rhinos are some of the men's teams to take part in the clash this weekend, while Black Pearls, Black Panthers, Thunderbirds, Kitgum Queens are among the women's teams to battle for the first slot on the table. Currently, Heathens holds bragging rights as 15s League champions, while Thunderbirds are the 2024 champions in the women's category. Helen Barbara, reporting for UBC TV News.
And with that, UBC News Tonight has come to an end. Thank you so much for your company. I'm Lauryn Masika Kazimoto and my colleague Mohammed Mugalu in Sign Language. We wish you a good night.
UBC, inspiring Uganda.
Join us.